Eugene Henley Jr., widely known as Big U, a prominent figure in Los Angeles' hip-hop scene and former leader of the Rollin' 60s neighborhood Crips, has been arrested on federal charges under the Racketeer-Influenced and Corrupt Organizations (RICO) Act. The indictment alleges his involvement in a range of criminal activities, including murder, human trafficking, extortion, and drug trafficking. Henley, 58, is accused of using his charity, Developing Options, established to promote anti-gang initiatives, as a front to embezzle funds and conceal illicit operations. Authorities claim he leveraged his influence within the Rollin' 60s to run a mafia-like organization, intimidating businesses and individuals across Los Angeles. One significant allegation involves the 2021 murder of aspiring rapper Rayshawn Williams, who was signed to Henley's record label and had reportedly released a song disparaging him. Before surrendering to federal authorities, Henley released a video proclaiming his innocence, asserting that he is being targeted due to his race and community activism. He emphasized his long-standing efforts in community development and denied all allegations against him. Instagram. If convicted, Henley faces a potential life sentence in federal prison. His arrest underscores the federal government's ongoing efforts to dismantle organized crime networks operating under the guise of legitimate enterprises. Power, respect, fear. In the underbelly of Los Angeles, these words define the legacy of Eugene Big U Henley, a man who once stood as a leader in the city's gang scene, later transforming into a self-proclaimed community activist. But was it all a front? Was Big U the savior of the streets? Or was he secretly pulling the strings of a criminal empire? Tonight, we unravel the chilling details of a RICO case that has sent shockwaves through the city. Born and raised in South Central Los Angeles, Eugene Henley wasn't just another kid in the neighborhood. By the 1980s, he had become a feared leader within the Rollin' 60s neighborhood Crips, one of the most powerful street gangs in the country. A reputation forged in violence, loyalty, and survival. But Henley wasn't just a gangster. He was smart, strategic, and, above all, patient. By the early 2000s, Big U had seemingly turned a new leaf. He became a mentor, a voice for change, and a figure in hip-hop circles. Developing Options, his nonprofit, was meant to uplift at-risk youth. But was this change genuine, or was it a brilliant mask to conceal something far darker? For years, the FBI and ATF had been quietly monitoring Big U. A pattern was emerging: extortion, drug trafficking, intimidation tactics that eerily resembled those of a mafia don. Business owners were allegedly forced to pay protection money. Rappers under his management suddenly disappeared or met violent ends, and authorities say his charity was a front for money laundering. One of the most chilling accusations involves the murder of rapper Rayshawn Williams. Investigators say Williams released a song disparaging Big U before being gunned down. Was it a coincidence? Or was it a message to anyone who dared cross him? The indictment finally dropped. A 67-page document detailing years of organized crime, painting Henley as a criminal mastermind. On March 19, 2025, federal agents swarmed his Los Angeles residence. Before surrendering, he took to social media denying everything. Is Big U truly guilty? Or is he a victim of the system? Was he a changed man targeted for his past? Or a wolf in sheep's clothing? The court will decide. But one thing is certain: Los Angeles will never forget the name Eugene Big U Henley.
Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the past. Let me know in the comments what city or topic you'd like me to cover next. Until next time, stay curious and stay strong. Make sure you subscribe.
Developing Options was a front. Developing Options paid my bills. They paid my house note. They paid the bills for my family, the money I made as an employee for Developing Options. I never mixed that with nothing. I didn't manipulate nobody. I didn't steal nothing. We did PPP loans. We did 2 loans. And that's it, just like everybody else did. I didn't use no fraud. I didn't give none of fake names. And one of them we was paying back and one they forgave. You know what I mean? And the other one we attempted for and they didn't give us nothing for it. I filed my taxes and them coming around telling me I was using Developing Options as a cover. Cover for what? None of that's going to be true. None of that's gonna be true. The government putting this big ass picture, they gonna arrest 21 dudes, some dudes I don't even talk to. I don't even know nothing about. So how the hell you gonna lump me in with all them? But it's all the big picture though. It's all the big picture. Now I'm gonna be sitting in here, it's gonna be years out of my life. Then you going to get dudes who I don't even talk to. What they gonna say? You ruining people's lives. I heard it's up with 21 people that's been arrested. This shit wrong. It is what it is. Church, just pray for me. Just pray for me, pray for my family. And you look at what we did. You look at what I did. I've been home 21 years. It ain't over though. That's what it's not. Blessings. I'm looking at all these charges on the news. I'm headed back to LA. And then I'm looking at the people they arrested. How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to? That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So, is that how they gonna work the case? Everybody know I don't fuck with Kenny. Everybody know I don't fuck with Brick Baby. So if you want to arrest certain dudes, and put them next to me, them is the dudes you gonna have that call themselves turning against me. Well, ain't no turning against me. I ain't going for that. You might as well go get 600 and whack. These dudes been saying I did shit all year. So what they doing is, they go on the internet, and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Now you raiding my houses, raiding my shops, raiding all this stuff, and talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with developing option. What crimes am I committing to cover up with developing option? You know what I'm saying? I ain't committed no crimes and covered nothing up with developing option. This shit crazy. But this how they get you. They get one or two people to say something. Ain't gonna be no real evidence. Ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be a repeater thug. It's gonna be a bunch of people in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They finna lump all of us up and say it's all around the 60s. Watch and see. We just seen it with Thug. I'm finna experience the same thing out here. I knew it was coming. Now they on there saying all this stuff to assassinate my character. All right, man, just pray for me. And again, they can do any one of us. It ain't nobody safe with these dudes. If these dudes feel they want you, how they going around talking about somebody's gonna raid my house before my house get raided? How they there with the police? And y'all sitting there following them. Everybody that's a part of them shows, and 100 shows, and all them shows, and y'all need to, everybody who following them, promoting them, anything. Y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black. And y'all show ain't for our people. They can put charges against anybody. So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about whack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you have something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You just guilty because somebody else don't like you and then go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. Cause I ain't did nothing. This fact is, man, they done went to my house, kicked my houses in, bust my doors down, bust my windows. They calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind of shit is this? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got this last thing to say. Wax said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of you fuck niggas in the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Because whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wax. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who gonna cooperate. That's what the play is. That's what the whole play is. I'm out. I'm gonna send y'all videos to put up all of them until they lock me up.
The amount of self-snitching, control extortion, and witness cooperation going on in this Operation Drawdown indictment is ridiculous. Because the amount of self-incriminating evidence that's on YouTube right now is going to ultimately be the reason why they may not beat these charges.
I got more murders than you got squabbles in the hood. And homies, yeah, those than you got squabbles in the set. On the hood, hey, I got. Can you give us like at least 2 names from your put on and what block? I ain't never seen you at no meeting at Hyde Park, Horace Mann, or at 54th. When did you get put on? When did you get put on? I got put on in 2002. I got put out in 2002, Eileen Street at June House. What's up? Yeah, dead homie. So when you get put on?
No, you haven't, bro. You been in
man, cuz Billy was a part of my put on. Dave was a part of my put on. Oh, the dead homies. My first name was Baby Wild. He's an Izzy turned East Coast. That was the third squabble. Who did you squabble, gang?
Everybody.
Who? You didn't squabble everybody. You would have went home stuff.
Shut your butt.
You didn't go. Hey, you come up here with 30. None of them was from 60s.
You ain't
hood.
But if you don't know by now, Big U has turned himself in. And he has been arrested and is currently incarcerated county jail right now.
Everyone, I'm Carolyn Johnson. Eugene Big U Henley turned himself in today. He and more than a dozen others are facing charges. NBC4's Darsha Phillips is in the newsroom for us tonight with details on the federal indictment. Darsha.
Eugene Henley, or Big U, is known as an anti-gang activist, but authorities say he is everything but that, using his prominent role in the South LA Crips gang to run a criminal enterprise. He was declared a fugitive earlier today. Henley did turn himself in.
Executive used his connections to the South Los Angeles Rolling 60s Crips gang to run a mafia-like organization, all while pretending to be a successful and charitable entrepreneur.
He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity, developing options.
But the complaint unsealed today paints a very different picture, alleging Henley's Big U enterprise engaged in illegal activities, including extortion, robbery, human fraud, bank fraud, and other financial crimes.
It is one of a thief, a liar, and a cheat.
Federal authorities say Henley, an aspiring musician, in January of 2021 in Las Vegas and disposed of his body off of Interstate 15.
But before he turned himself in, he sent out his final message and he made claims that he was indicted because of WAC 100 and 600. He tried to blame it on the content creators for being the reason he was being watched over and the indictment started against him in the first place.
So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about whack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be on the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to it, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You just guilty because somebody else don't like you and then go on the internet when y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. Cause I ain't did nothing. This fact is, man, they done went to my house, kicked my houses in, bust my doors down, bust my windows. They calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got this last thing to say. Wack said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Because whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wack. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who gonna cooperate. That's what the play is. That's what the whole play is. I'm out.
Now, you knew Wack 100 wasn't going to just sit there and not respond. And when I say Wack crashed out, I'm talking about Wack 100 just blew a fuse. Bruh got that big U for being a snitch. He got that big U for trying to blame him for the reason he got arrested. He also talked about the people he was extorting turning fed, and the money he was collecting from the people he was extorting was getting provided by the feds. He played a recorded phone call with the victim's mom, and I'm not gonna lie,